Hello math fans. So this one is two-step equations, and if you saw my other video, see, math is like a story, you gotta watch them in order. Last video was solving one-step equations. So basically, whenever you get an equation, no matter how many steps, you wanna break it down to as simple as you can. Two-step is pretty simple, one-step is best. If you remember what happened in one step, you're looking for the sign, you do the opposite, and you're done. Okay, same thing here. I wanna do the opposite. The question is, when it's a two-step, you do the opposite of what? Opposite of 2, opposite of 1, opposite of 15? I'm not really sure. So you want to have something, I don't know if I said this already. It's kind of like you're looking at a scale. Okay, here's a scale. Or you can even think about it as a seesaw. We talked about that already. And if you have somebody on this side, or 2 people on this side, and you have 2 people on this side of equal weight, you got to balance. If one kid gets off, one kid better get off of this side to keep that balance. The same thing over here. You can do whatever you want as long as you do it to both sides. So really, on your scale, you're going to eventually want this goal. Variable alone, or isolated on one side, and constant on the other side. Variable equals constant. So you're basically looking for x equals 5 or whatever, some number, okay? That equal sign is like the balance of your scale or your seesaw. So I want variable on one side, I want numbers on the other side. I got a constant here, I got a constant here. Constant is a whole number. I wish I could make this 1 disappear so that the x is alone. Okay, let me do the opposite of what I see. I see plus 1, I'm gonna do the additive inverse. Minus 1, right? Any word I just said that you didn't hear, or I'll say it again, or you can just rewind the thing. Bloop, 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 bloop. Additive inverse, okay? Minus 1, minus 1. It's also known as the addition or subtraction property of equality. Equality, equal sign, equation. It's all the same thing, all right? 1 minus 1 is goodbye, nothing. 15 minus 1 is 14. 2x drops down, and the equal sign kind of drops down too. I've done this before. If you want to, kind of do like a dotted line to show you where the middle of the scale is. All right, now what? Now this 2x, if you noticed in the one-step equation, oh, it is a one-step equation. 2x means 2 times x. The inverse of times is divide. Goodbye, goodbye, 2's. Hello, x, and 14 divided by 2 equals 7. I am done. Here's something I did not do in video 1, how to do the check. You want to check your work, okay? Checking your work is kind of like what you did in 6th grade when you did substitution. Also, you had to remember something called PEMDAS. I'm not going to get into PEMDAS. I hope you remember it. That's right, when I was pointing, you were saying it, weren't you? Good. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Multiplication and division is from left to right, not necessarily in this order. And addition and subtraction also from left to right, not necessarily in that order. Should have watched this video before you did that weird question that broke the internet because nobody remembered PEMDAS. All right. So 2x plus 1 equals 15. That was my original question. But now I figured out that x is 7. So let me just plug in a 7 or substitute a 7 where the x used to be. So instead of 2x, I got 2 times 7. 2 times 7 plus 1 equals 15. I don't know, so I put a question mark. 2 times 7 is 14 plus 1, is that 15? I don't know, so I put a question mark. And 15 is equal to 15 because 14 plus 1 is 15. This is not the answer, this is the check. That was the answer, is correct. That's it. You can pretty much shut off the tape right now because that's how you solve a two-step equation. But you want some crazy looking ones, 2 and 3 are a little more crazy, stick around. Here, I got a variable, it's in a fraction, but I'm not scared of fractions anymore. I got a constant. Ooh, a negative, I'm scared of that too. No, got a calculator. Don't be scared of any of this stuff. The steps are the same. Minus 25 up here means plus 25 below it. Do the same exact thing to both sides. If one kid gets off, the other kid's got to get off. Same exact thing. Plus 25 here. Basically, this means 25 kids get on. This balances out. Negative 15 plus 25 happens to come out to be 10. When the signs are different, you subtract. take the sign of the bigger number, positive 10. X minus 2 drops down, that minus canceled out with the 25, equal sign drops down. Notice I didn't draw my dotted line, but you can. This line, what does it mean? What does it mean? Division, so I multiply. Goodbye. What I did to the left, I'm going to do to the right. I multiply by 2, x drops down, and it equals 20. You want to challenge yourself? Do the check. I'm not going to do the check because I know that you can't wait to see number 3. 5 minus 2x equals 19. Everybody's going to do this, plus 5, because they saw a minus here. But the minus is on the 2, it's not on the 5. Okay? Be careful. You want the constant over here with the other constant. Get rid of this 5, but the 5 has no sign above it. You keep looking at that minus like it's important to the 5. It's not. That minus is, hide it for a second because it's with the 2. Want to get rid of a positive 5? Subtract. Subtract. Okay? Goodbye 5's negative 2x equals 19 minus 5, I hope is 14. And now I got to divide by the coefficient. This is another one-step equation that you learned. So I divide by 2 and divide by 2, right? Wrong. Divide by the coefficient. If you're talking to yourself, and you should be, the coefficient is negative 2. So divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2. Negative 2 divided by negative 2. Bye-bye. X drops down, and 14 divided by negative 2. Oh, a negative and a positive is it? If there's too many rules, go to the calculator. Boom, boom, boom. This is my imaginary one. I had a real one in my last video. And I get negative 7. I will leave the check up to you, but I promise you it is correct. All right? See ya.